What's going on, YouTube? How y'all doing this evening? This your boy Ray, and you normally see my better and prettier half, Precious, with me. I'm about to tell you the story of why you don't see her with me at this time. One thing I'm here to tell you guys tonight, whoever's listening, I'm going to touch on a topic that I think hits at least one or two people in your family. It's called mental illness and drug abuse. Mental illness is a very horrible illness that when it's not treated, or if you don't check on your family members, many things will take place with that family member, to include suicide. I can attest on a personal level because I have family members that suffer from mental illness as well as drug addiction. One of them is our daughter. Y'all, it's hit us to a point, guys, to where we haven't been filming often as we should. And with that being said, I want to truly apologize for this. But our daughter, who I'm going to leave nameless to protect her identity, she's suffering from mental illness as a result of us not catching it properly. It led to drug abuse. Now that's something that I know for a fact hits home to at least one person in a family. You know, it breaks my heart when I see someone suffering from drug abuse and from mental illness on top of it, because when they both combine like that, it can destroy a family if you're not strong, if the family is not fortified in God. And I've mentioned God for a reason. And the reason why your families have to be fortified in God is because when you're dealing with something like this, especially with a family member, it can destroy the family if God is not in your families, if God is not in your marriages, especially your marriages. Because if you allow that, the people or the person that has the sickness affect your marriages, it'll destroy that. The person that suffers from those things, or even the combination of both, will in fact destroy families and your marriages. With that being said, guys, I want you to please pray for our daughter. As my wife had to leave last night, to take our daughter, to Jacksonville, Florida, so that she can receive treatment. And perhaps for family members to be in her ear and also take care of her while they're all in Jacksonville, so that we all can collectively as a family take care of our daughter and to ensure that she checks into a rehab center on her own. Yeah, guys, when you're living in a state that doesn't really care about mental health patients, that alone can also destroy the person's well-being and can also destroy families. And unfortunately, Florida is one of those states that I'm learning in the course of the last 2 to 3 years does not really care about mental patients at all. And it's so unfortunate. But what a family is for, we have to be able to band together as one cohesive unit in order to take care of this matter. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, Russell family fans, YouTube. There may be times that I may not be on, but I am working on content, and I'm also going to be doing other things. As we said at the beginning when we first came on YouTube almost 2 months ago, we are pastors. And I will be starting ministry on this Sunday under our ministry's name. Soldiers for Christ International Ministries. We're going to be starting that on Sunday as well. And I'm going to be, and at the moment, I'm going to be preaching on topics, various topics, various sermons. And basically, it's going to vary even in open forums such as this, or even as a talk group. And this is how it's going to form. But let's get back to the subject of mental illness. We have millions of people that suffer from it. And on a personal note, I have a mental disorder myself, but at the same time, I ensure that I take the proper medications. And I hope y'all understand that. And I'm putting myself out there as the example because I'm living proof that when you have a strong foundation, like my loving wife Precious, and I have a strong family, without that and without God, first and foremost without God, I may be in the same situation as our daughter. But I thank God that I'm not even in that area as far as the drug addiction or even as far as mental illness, because once again, I do the proper measures in order to take care of myself. I take my medication, and this is something that has to be done, guys. If you know anybody in your family or even a friend that suffers from mental illness, check on that person regularly. Make sure that they're taking their proper medication. First and foremost, pray for that family member or pray for that friend, that family friend that may be suffering at this present time. This is not a laughing matter, guys. When you seeing people talking to themselves out on the street, you just can't ridicule them, guys. You have to be able to help them, or at least steer them in the right direction, the way they need to go to get the help that they need. I promise I'm not going to be too long, guys, but I promise you the next time you see me again, I will have fresh and new content. Once again, guys, I hope that you guys pray for our daughter. If you're listening, I truly love you, Shantae. And I truly hope and pray that you get the help that you need. See, I wasn't going to mention her name, but I want each and every person that's listening to this video to send best wishes to her. Because I'm a firm believer that when more than two touch and agree, everyone is in the midst. God is in the midst of everything. So I say once again to my wonderful wife, Precious, I love you and I miss you very much, but I know what you're doing. And I pray for your strength. YouTube, until the next video.